Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahakodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Gorham Wisdom, Uluru and Teach World, and peace and salutations and blessings to the Lord's hopeful elect who have been scattered in the four corners of the earth, who are in these last days also are looking forward to be delivered from the hand of their enemies. And we are living in the last days of the last days, as the Bible has been prophesied from the beginning. As we are in these times, the Lord also, whom the world ignorant called him Jesus Christ, is about to make his second return. And on his return is going to come against this world, against this society, the society of the wicked, to destroy. You know, So we are in the beginning of the end of this society, man. Soon or later, this society is gonna be destroyed by the Lord Himself. You know, but as well, we are waiting for that day. You know, there have been ongoing questions, concerning the so-called UFO. You know, which are the vehicle of the Heavenly Father. You know, the word mistaken called them UFO, but those are vehicles of the Heavenly Father. They have been always here, and they will be always, they will continue to be here on this planet Earth, you know. If you date back to the ancient society, ancient empire, they all speak about the what the chariot of the Heavenly Father, man, the vehicle of the Heavenly Father, man, you know. But in this society, I believe they know it. Those top elites, they know it. They know about those so-called UFO. What are they? But they've been what? Try to uh, sugarcoating the truth, man. Try to hide it from the mass of the people. You know, to make they want people to be remain blind, man. You know, but we, as the men of Mosiah in these last days, we're gonna unveil, the truth before you, man. You know, all these questions are always in the Bible. The so-called UFO, is in the Bible. But in the Bible they've been known as what? The chariot of the Heavenly Father, the vehicle of the Heavenly Father. Or also they've been known as crowds. They've been known as uh, whirlwind. You know, you know. So, and they also been known as what? The pillar of fire. You know, as when we were coming out of Egypt, you know, the Lord, he was guiding us by using those vehicles, man. By day, so he guided us by by the crowd, but in the night he guided us by what? The pillar of fire. And that's what we see those so-called UFO when they appear in the night. They appear like what? A ball of fire, man. And that's what the Yahweh Basham Yahushua was doing when we came out of Egypt, man. He was guiding by those vehicles, man. And he's gonna come to deliver us using those vehicles as well, man. So as I may read this article, I found it from Politico, which is say Department of the Future. We have a UFO problem. What we don't have yet is a serious answer. And that's have been have been this have been going on for decades now. People have been asking questions, because people are not ignorant anymore. People are exposed with the knowledge, with the information right now. So they've been seeing things. So they are asking questions, but the government, the top official, they don't want people to understand, But we're gonna tell you, to begin with our apostles and elders of Grand Wisdom and the men of the like-minded, who are teaching this word of the Heavenly Father. We're going to tell you what are those vehicles or those so-called UFO are, man. You know, those so-called UFO or UAP are biblical. You know, they are in Bible. You know, those are the child of the Heavenly Father. Those are the vehicle of the Heavenly Father. You know, if I may lead this, and they are here, man, to bring curses, man. You know, as is written in the book of Zechariah 5 and 1, which I may lead first. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a frying loaf. You know, and that's the other name of the so-called UFO in the Bible. Is known as a frying loaf. You know, which you people back in time when I believe they used to call them flying saucers. You know, but in the Bible is known as a flying loaf. You know, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a frying loaf. The length thereof is 20 cubit, and the breadth thereof 10 cubit. You know, so the prophet Zechariah was describing the size and the shape, you know, of that vehicle that he saw flying on the sky. You know, it was in the shape of a loaf. You know, you know. As it goes on, it says, well, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goes forth over the face of the whole earth. You know, for everyone that steals shall be cut off as on this side, according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side, according to it. You know, so those presence of these vehicles that you see, you call them UFO, UAP, those are actually bringing curse upon this society, man. This society that is ruled by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. To begin with, America, you know, because America, that's where a lot of the so-called UFO sighting have been documented, man. You know, so that land was gotten by the way of what? Blood, stealing, robbery. You know, you know. So that land is gonna be destroyed, man. And also they've been stealing people from around the world, in especially us, the Israel, man, the tribe of Judah, you know, the Israel of the tribe of Judah, man. You know, they steal us from the shores of Africa and wherever we will be in these lands, in the European lands, you know, and they sell us where? In America to what? To work in their plantations to this day, you know. So Mosiah is gonna cut off that land, man, from to, I mean, from the rest of the lands. You know, nobody after the destruction gonna be able to dwell in the land of America, man. You know, because the Lord is coming to bring the destruction in that land, and it's gonna be by the way of nuclear missiles and also the concentration fire that is gonna come from those so-called UFO. You know, as it goes on, so and I will bring it forth, say the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. You know, the number one thief in this planet Earth is who? Is Esau Edom, the so-called one man. They've been going around the world stealing resources, lands. You know, even America was stolen, as I mentioned before. Australia was stolen by who? By the Edomite, the so-called white people. You know, they partitioned the Africa. You know, and the reason for partitioning the continent of Africa, it was what? Was because of the resources, man, that are packed in that land, man, in that continent, you know. So they've been extracting resources from Africa and what? Send to their lands, man, Europe, man. They send it to Europe, in America, you know. And that's what they've been doing, man, stealing resources around the world, man, you know, using their military power, you know, weapons. So Mosiah said, well, he's going to render them as they have done to the all earth, man. By the way they've been stealing, they've been shedding blood. Mosiah says he's going to do to them as well, you know, to their lands, man, especially America, you know, because that's the number one nation known for what? Stealing, I mean, resources, man. You know. So I may continue. You say, well, I will bring it forth, say the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swears falsely by my name, which is America. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stone thereof. You know? And that's what the Lord is going to do, man. You know, the land of America, after the destruction, as I mentioned before, it's going to be no man land. Nobody going to be able to live there. You know, you know. So I may go back to the article. It goes on to say, well, the U.S. government has started UFO on and off now for 80 years, dating back to the dawn of the flying saucers. As we read before, is what? Flying low. That's what the prophet Zechariah saw. You know, so people in this world, they also see those vehicles, man. You know, back in time, they called them what? Flying saucer. Then, the, as time progressing to this now, people, the government try to mingle with the with with what was already been established to make the to give the new name to that to those I mean child of the Heavenly Father, man, which now they call them UFO and UAP. As I may go on and say, oh, Frank Sosa age in 1947 when an Idaho businessman Frank near Mount Rainier reported seeing bright saucers like object moving through the skies at a tremendous speed. It was hardly the first time humans spotted strange things in the sky. Just a few years earlier, World War II pilots over Europe reported being chased by glowing green balls that came to be known as four fighters. You know, as goes on, so but the flying saucers caught the public imagination and launched a fascination that continued to this day. Back then, at the dawn of the Cold War, the Pentagon launched three successive secret programs known as Project Sign, Grudge, and the Blue Book that ran for decades without ever solving the mystery of what UFO actually are. Neither did a secret CIA study panel in the 1950s, congregational hearing in the 60s, and other assorted efforts over the years. No, most recent did a series of classified Pentagon projects in the 2000s and 2010s, sponsored by our lady and run by Las Vegas business titan Robert Bagel, known as the Advanced Aerospace Weapon System Applications program that was first reported by Politico and the New York Times in 2017. Now, amid renewed public fascination and lawmaker interest in the years since AAWSIP AP was publicized, the Pentagon, the intelligence community, and the NASA have recommitted, albeit somewhat half-heartedly, to studying what the government now call UAP, and identified an anomalous phenomena. A term it introduced both to decrease the giggle factor of UFO as well to acknowledge the possibility that not every UFO is actually either flying or physical object. Ironically, it's the second such rebranding. It was actually the early Air Force effort of Grudge and Blue Book in part that helped to popularize popularized popularized the very term UFO. which was intended to reduce the giggle factor of flying saucers and make witness feel feel more comfortable coming forward to talk. You know. So yeah, man, I may post this, because it's gonna be going on and on, but the point is people have been asking questions, and the no answer was given. So the Bible say those so-called UFO are actually the child of the Heavenly Father, man. If I may read this, a book of Psalms 104 and 3, which is say, who lays, who lays, who lay the beams of his chamber in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariots, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. As I mentioned before, the chariot in the Bible are known as what? The clouds. So the Messiah is the one who do what? Moving along, you know, in the sky, man, using those so-called UFO. You know, you know. This is a book of Psalms again, 68 and 17, which say, the chariot of Most High are 20,000, even thousand of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. And how did Most High came down in Mount Sinai? By the way of those vehicles, man, the so-called UFO. You know, and He covered the whole heaven in that time. So He's gonna do them. He's gonna do it again in this time when He sent His beloved Son Yahweh Shai Mashiach, whom the world ignorant called Him Jesus Christ. When the Lord comes, everyone gonna see His presence, man. As they say in the book of Revelation, you know, every eye shall see Him. Even them that pierced Him, as they say here in the book of Revelation. So behold, He cometh with crowd. As we understand, crowds as what? Are the chariot of the Heavenly Father, as they say in the book of Psalms 104 and 3, and every eye shall see Him, and they also which pierced Him, and all kindred of the earth shall wail because of Him, even so, amen. So the Lord is going to come by the way of those so-called UFO, you know. The word ignorant call them UFO today. Is going to come with them and with the harm of the angel, man, to bring judgment on this society, and also at the same time to deliver his men, the hopeful elect, from the said perils, man, that are about to come on the earth, This is the book of Luke, 21, and me start from 25 straight away. So, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and waves roaring. Because these last days there's gonna be ongoing chaos and the destruction, nuclear missiles flying left and right. Seeing people gonna be seeing lands being destroyed by those nuclear missiles. The earth shake to and fro. That's how it's gonna be in this end times, man. People gonna be perplexed, man. People gonna be vexed. As it goes on, so men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the power of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a crowd with a power and a great glory. So at the same times, when things are happening around the world, missiles are coming down, destroying lands and people, earthquaking, shaking, the same times the Yahweh is going to appear in the sky, man, with a army of angels to bring more fire and also to deliver the elect, you know. So that's how it's gonna be. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your head, for your redemption draws nigh. You know, only the elect gonna be in that in that set of mind, man. You know, they're gonna be uh, confident, you know, because they know that the Lord is coming for them, man. But the rest of the people of the world is gonna be in anguish of spirit, man. They're gonna be perplexed, man. You know, so without further ado, I'm hand there, man. You know, I may read this one last one, the book of Ezekiel 1:4, which say, "And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great crowd." It means the prophet Ezekiel was describing that chariot was a big chariot, you know, that he saw in that time, you know, and a fire enfolding itself, you know, and that's what we've been seeing. These so-called UFO in the night, they look like a ball of fire, you know. So that's how it's gonna be when Yahweh Shai comes, man. You know, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, at the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. You know, so that's how the prophet Ezekiel described it when he saw the chariot. You know, and the most of the people in this society, they've been seeing those kind of vehicle look like that, the way prophet Ezekiel described here. You know, they look like a ball of fire. You know, some they look like a with different colors, green, as they mentioned in the article. You know, so that's how it's gonna be, man. In these last days, you're gonna see them more and more before the end of this society, man. You know, so with that I'm end there. I'm saying Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Shabrak.